Before I get this video started, I feel like I need to explain something. And for the folks that will say, you can't do that because it's going to break. I did a video several years ago about taking one of these inexpensive $7 knives from Harbor Freight and putting in a steel pin. And that steel pin is still in there. This is a very old blade. I showed in the video batoning. I took and I split wood with this thing. I was splitting wood and chopping down trees and the whole nine. Still trusty, tried and true, still holding its own, heavyweight champion, and it's still working just fine. Now, I didn't like the sheath that I'd made for it, so I wanted to go back and do a do-over of that. Well, here's an unfinished one, just so you can see the difference. This is what you get with your $7 or $8, inflation these days. All it is a Allen key, little hex head, and you've got to take that out and then get yourself a drill and just drill the rest of the way through. You can remove the blade when you do that if you don't want to interfere with anything, but just drill the rest of the way through. It's a solid hole through there, and once you get through there, you find yourself a steel pin. I like to use old drill bits. I take old drill bits that are dull. I don't feel like sharpening them, and those are about your match. See that? So there's the answer to the steel pin question. Steel pin. You have to use the steel pin though. Otherwise, it's going to end up breaking. Once you get this modification done, you can throw the knife just like any other throwing knife. You can baton with it. You can chop down trees. Use it as a machete. That's all you have to do is this one modification and you're done. The other modifications that I did was in the video. This is a bicycle inner tube from you want to use one of those fancy 10-speed inner tubes, the real skinny ones. Those are the ones you want because they tend to be tighter. But that's all I did for the modification. That survival kit's updated, and today I want to do something. I've got to make one for this one, so I'm doing another double. I'm doing a double sheath today, 2 sheaths, because that way I kind of keep it going. One is going to have a standard Altoids 10 for survival gear. The other one is going to have this Vatajo whatever. They sell these on Amazon. I did a video on this guy. It's got the same rigmarole as the other versions, but it's less expensive, and it only costs $20 versus $50. So I'm going to be incorporating that into one of these. So hopefully it doesn't turn out like hot garbage. Let's give back up a little bit here so you can see these. I wanted to do something affordable, something that if I needed to barter and trade, it won't cost me an arm and a leg to do so. And I wanted to be able to make something that can go in a berry cache, a survival cache or something like that. Still has the hollow handle with all the survival gear that you remember. Cool little brown paint job going on here. Go ahead and take this out. I made it a bit wider. I need to hold the camera and do all this. I made it a bit wider. There we go. It's a bit wider. So there you got there's your steel pin. These are your bike inner tubes that are cut to go around here, aka Ranger bands. This is your Titan survival cord, and I just went with a standard brown paint job. I thought that would be nice. I kind of dig the different color. It doesn't look like that Harbor Freight knife anymore once you do that. Let me go ahead and pull this over here, get a better look at that from here. Definitely gives you a different feel. Random bunny. We have rabbits all out here. This is the electric net. They can't get out. They're in there partying it up, and the goats are still smashing down my berm for me. Anyways, over here, like I said before, I've got that kit in here. It's got all that cool survival stuff in it. I went with rivets, did double stitch back and forth, and went ahead and stitched these in place, and then did all that, and cool snaps and stuff. Nice and simple. It's simple. It's super. This takes forever. This stuff takes forever. And this one's got a regular 10. That's got the regular 10, survival 10 most people put together. And that one, same thing, identical everything, completely identical. So it's a steel pin put in it as well, just like the other one. So it'll last twice as long. Anyways, but I hope you guys enjoy this, and this will be good for you guys out there that want to put together an affordable look. $7 knife. $7 knife with a few modifications, and it can go a long way, and you can actually use it to go camp and everything else. And it would be a cool talking piece if you bring something like that with you camping. I mean, you could be eating and filleting with something like that, and no one's going to knock you because you put your steel pin in. You could also use a JB Weld and a steel pin, but make sure you use the steel pin and JB Weld. This one has the steel pin and JB Weld, so it's got both. I didn't show the JB Weld part, but that's okay. All right, God bless, take care, please share, goodbye.